Welcome back, Santa Clarita, to the Real Estate Beat with Gene Bleeker and Mr. Donnie G. Getling.
Sorry, I can't control my excitement being
that's
part of the Real Estate Beat. Come on.
I like it. I like the name, the Real Estate Beat.
I do too.
I do too, because we're giving them, you, the pulse of the real estate market here in Santa Clarita. I mean, real estate, there's good, there's bad, there's ugly, and there's awesome. And we're going to bring that.
And there's informed.
And informed.
Yeah.
I like that. And that's what the purpose of this show is all about, is to keep you in the real estate know. Are you ready?
Well,
You're ready.
I'm ready because we have another great guest.
Okay.
That is in the know.
He's our trio today.
That's right. So today you're going to enjoy some great, and what's nice is our next guest has brought a great topic that most are actually a little sketchy about trying to even talk about, but you have to be in the know to talk about this. So we have Mr. Brian Inns joining us today. Welcome, Brian.
Brian.
How are you guys?
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Can we have you on the show today to talk about
It's going to be a good day.
an interesting topic?
What is the topic?
It's a touchy one.
Yeah, we're going to talk about how important it is if you own a townhome, whether you're an investor or an owner, to keep it FHA approved. Why is that, Mr. Brian?
Well, if your condo, if your condo is not FHA approved, or townhome, whatever, anything with the homeowners association, if it is not FHA approved, as you're well aware, the buyer pool dramatically decreases because FHA loans are not allowed, which is the minimal amount down 3.5%. So obviously that's going to do what? Completely affect your value of your home. If you're shrinking the pool of buyers, then there's less buyers, and simple rules of supply and demand say that your prices are going to go down.
And I love that, Brian, that you've brought up something like that, because most don't even think about that. And I like that you think about, he's thinking about you and how you can maintain the value of your home. Most just go, what do you want to sell it for? What do you want to buy it for? Ryan, you're thinking ahead of the game and being proactive. That's a true professional. And
Thank you.
Kudos to you, man.
I just think it's so important. And most people have no idea whenever you go on these listing appointments, why is this townhome that's 2 miles away worth so much more or so much less than mine? I don't understand. Mine's nicer. It's in a nicer neighborhood, and I have to tell them, well, your HOA itself is not in good financial health for one reason or another, and therefore, your financing opportunities are slim.
I'm sure you ask that question all the time, right?
It actually does happen, and believe it or not, more than you think.
Oh, I do.
You got me thinking then. So who is responsible? I mean, it's important that the HOA or the management company keep up these factors. Name some of these factors that are imperative.
Okay, well, the first things first, and there's really not a whole lot of control they can do, is litigation. An ongoing litigation, some sort of lawsuit within the HOA or the management company, that's going to affect it. Control the controllables, right? You really can't control that too much. The other things are going to be your owner occupancy rate, how many owners actually live in their home versus how many are rentals. Secondly is the amount of reserves that the HOA has. And the third and final is the delinquency rate.
Correct.
for the HOAs, for how many people in your community are behind in their HOAs. So all that really contributes to the health of the HOA in itself. So they do actually have control over it.
So it's something that they should pay attention to, obviously.
Yeah. Most people, if they're not on the board, they delegate that to somebody else and say, yeah, they're in charge of my HOA or my management company. Keep my pool looking clean, my playground's nice, and my grass green, and I don't really care. When in actuality, they should care.
Well, since they do care, who should they be contacting to help them with this?
Great question.
Yeah, I think it's more so the being involved with the board of directors, actually attending your meetings, finding out about your yeah, exactly, every Thursday night in the clubhouse, right? Or figuring out how many people are behind. What can we do to fix that? Your overall budget for your your reserves, your delinquencies, all that good stuff. You can talk to your board about. And then, of course, that's going to trickle down into the management company who actually does the majority of the finances.
Well, wouldn't you say it's also, it's good they can talk to, obviously, a seasoned professional like you, a real estate person or a lending company that can work together, title company. I mean, it's basically teamwork to make sure that they can ensure keeping their values up and having the opportunities down the road.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And a real quick story, they have, we had the Mariposa townhomes in Saugus were not FHA approved. And we actually were responsible for getting that FHA approved through a lender and a real estate agent. So we got that approved, and now the values have actually shot up pretty tremendously.
You know, look at you taking care of your peeps.
Really
to
great
do it, right?
information.
Well,
great information.
And what's nice is you can tell that Brian is passionate about what he does.
Top of his game.
And he works. He's a worker. He's out there working for you, which is why we love you being on the show. Since you are working, I'm sure, during the holidays, are you not?
Of course.
Silly question.
Yeah, it's silly.
Why don't you share with us some of your hot properties that are out there?
Yeah, we have a couple listings coming out. Actually, this evening, we're going to put 2 of them in the MLS. One of them is a gorgeous home in Valencia in the Wood Creek Today homes off Copper Hill and Seco area. Absolutely gorgeous, single-story home for $399. I mean, where else can you get a brand new house? Not brand new, but highly remodeled home. Actually has a pizza oven in the backyard. Who thought of that? But anyways, that's a great idea, and that's going to be hitting the market tonight at $399.
I love pizza.
And then one more little one in North Park is going to be about $485. That'll hit the market tonight.
Yeah. Now explain where North Park is real quick.
North Park is
that's a hot
yeah,
spot
it's a hot
right
area right in the heart of Valencia, pretty much between McBean and Copper Hill and Newhall Ranch. That little square around there.
Yeah, I
He
love
knows
that.
his real estate, doesn't he?
Exactly.
He knows his real
Born
estate.
and raised.
Very cool. So it was nice, Brian, because you shared with us ways that a lot of you can keep up the values in your condos. You're working. Do you believe also that it's a great time to buy and sell right now?
I do. I really do agree with what Pam said about the seriousness of the buyers.
Very cool.
Well, you know what, Brian, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're so very welcome. And let me tell you, Don, thank you for being on the show as well. I think you did a phenomenal job with the real estate beat.
Not bad for a rookie, huh?
No, I think you did really, really well. I mean, we learned a lot today. I mean,
Absolutely.
from our
That's what I love about these shows.
And you know what? I think our 4 great guests did exactly what they were supposed to do. You know, they helped educate, motivate, stimulate, keep us in the real estate know, and that's what the real estate beat's all about. We got to go, but I just wanted to say thank you so much, Santa Clarita, for listening in, watching in, seeing what the real estate beat's all about, and we'll be back real soon. This is Gene Bleeker with the Real Estate Beat, and have a great day. Bye-bye.